What's up, everybody? King of Fomo here, coming at you with your daily crypto update. Today we're going to be talking about Step.App, some pretty huge updates from this. This is a highly anticipated crypto that is a competitor to that of GMT, and it seems like things are shaping up to probably be very good in the future for Step.App. The last time I talked about this thing was significantly lower in price. It's at a much higher price, 64 cents right now. So in this video, I want to talk about what they're doing actually today within the next couple of hours. So this is sort of time sensitive. I'll talk about this price of FitFi and kind of what people's plans with FitFi might be. And I'll talk about kind of what this token can do in the future overall, look at some some perspective price points in the future. But first of all, we want to go to the website here. This is the Step.App's website, and we want to break down this big news for today. And the big news is the fact that staking is starting, as you can see from this countdown, as of me recording this video, in 1 hour and 20 minutes. So let's get into what is this staking all about and kind of what you can do if you want to jump in on this as quickly as possible. So if we scroll down here, it gives you the lowdown on all the information about staking. Now I pulled this information from Discord. It's the exact same thing, but I wanted to kind of go over it here so I can highlight some stuff. So here it is, Step.App perpetual staking. Now you're going to be doing this with the FitFi token. So let's just read through it. I know you guys can read yourself, but this is pretty in-depth and it doesn't sugarcoat anything. So let's just start in the beginning. So it says Step.App perpetual staking. The Step.App staking dashboard offers first of its kind perpetual staking. You'll stake once to get access to any of the opportunities that come. So in this case, loot boxes, yield, sneak drops, and pretty much everything else. So this is something that I really like. It's a community-centric token, and we're going to talk more about that a little bit later, but a lot of stuff is built around the community supporting their whole ecosystem, including the FitFi token. And in order to get all of this stuff from the get-go, right here it says the staking campaign begins with loot boxes. Rather than sell the first NFTs to the community, we maintain a community-centric approach and offer these for free to early adopters. So for people who believe in this platform from the get-go, you're not just outright buying tons and tons of NFTs for thousands and thousands of dollars, but it's a much more fair distribution due to the fact that even if you're a little guy with not that much cash, or if you're a huge person with a lot of cash and a lot of FitFi tokens, you're still eligible to get some of these NFTs at a fair price instead of having whales buy up all the tokens and then sell them for exorbitantly high fees and then having it crashing down really quickly. So I like that. So right here it says to do this, the first step is to stake FitFi. So if you guys don't know where to get FitFi, I'll show you guys a little bit. A lot of different exchanges you can get it from, and I did talk about that in my last video. And step 2 is to earn drop tickets. So this is more clear now that they've talked about this in this update. So for every 100 FitFi staked per 24 hours, you're going to earn 1 drop ticket, right? So if you have 100 FitFi staked, you'll get 1 drop ticket. If you have 200 FitFi staked, you'll get 2 drop tickets. 1,000 FitFi staked, you'll get 10 drop tickets. Now these drop tickets aren't really worth anything, but what they're going to be doing is at the end of the loot box event, a snapshot is taken and a lottery takes place, right? So loot boxes are going to be awarded for this first drop. You get bonus drop tickets for higher stakes, so that's sort of an anti-whale measure. Instead of people creating hundreds and hundreds of wallets with the minimum amount of FitFi, if you have one wallet with a lot of FitFi, you're going to be limited to only winning 5 loot boxes, but because your one wallet has more FitFi in it, you're going to be getting more drop tickets. So that's a counter kind of manipulation right there. We'll see if it works. So number 7 here, loot boxes contain sneaks, which is going to be necessary to play the game. We've talked about that before, just like with GMT. Skins and avatar badges or tags. Obviously, the one thing people are going to be after for this is definitely going to be sneaks. And the other stuff might be helpful, especially if this thing does pan out to be a successful whole platform. Number 8, the probability of a loot box giving a sneak is 35%. So kind of just a recap here, you can only win 5 loot boxes. I'm pretty sure this is per day, so you get drop tickets for higher stakes, but no single address can win more than 5 loot boxes. I'm pretty sure that's per day, but we'll go over that in a little bit. And the probability of those 5 loot boxes containing a sneak is 35%. Number 9, events keep looping. So when you do stake your FitFi tokens today, if you get 2 DT, 2 drop tickets a day, you'll get 2 drop tickets a day every day until you decide to unstake. Now here's the thing with unstaking, and I'm going to kind of gloss over this. So the staking is perpetual in the fact that as the days go on, you're going to get 2 drop tickets every single day. You don't have to unstake or do anything with that. It's going to automatically roll over. Now, if you do want to unstake, now some people might be speculating that the FitFi token's price is going to drop a lot after people get their first drop ticket, so I want to get out right away. So if that's your strategy, so be it. But there is a penalty of 16%. Don't let that scare you though, because obviously the price can drop more than 16%. But I'll tell you guys my plan with this in a second. So if you do decide to do that, that is a possibility. And then that 16% is going to be used for the DAO Treasury, and you can do a lot of different things with that in the DAO Treasury. So now, what is my plan with this? So honestly, if this is just my thought process, obviously I can be completely wrong, completely right, nobody knows. But if you purchase the FitFi token and you're waiting for the price of FitFi to skyrocket, I think that opportunity has sort of already passed. Of course, FitFi can definitely still go up just like GMT over time, and we'll talk about that in a little bit in this video. But honestly, I think the play for the next couple of weeks is definitely going to be trying to get sneaks and as many loot boxes and drop tickets as possible. So what that means is if you have a lot of FitFi and you're already in profit, you might want to consider selling it right now if you're not interested in the long or the medium to long term for this. If you do have a lot of tokens, I wouldn't really worry about the price of FitFi that much, because I think that the game would be pretty lucrative as it is, just like with GMT and playing that. So that's my plan, is to stick it out, play the game, try to get the sneaks and all the other stuff, and go through the ecosystem of supporting this community. We'll see if that pans out to work well or not, but that is my particular plan. Of course, you guys have to decide what you want to do on your own. All right, so let's go over a couple of other things here. This is what the website looks like. Obviously, if you guys do want to join this, it should be out by the time you're watching this, most likely. But by the time you watch this, there's no like super rush, because like I said, since they're doing a lottery for the drop tickets, it's not like if you miss the first couple hours, you're going to miss out on this altogether. So I like that too. Now we can also talk about other things like price for Step.App and where that can go in the future. So Step.App currently has a pretty low market cap. Let's actually see exactly what it is over here on CoinGecko. Market cap of $166 million. Now, if we compare that to its competitor GMT, GMT has a market cap of $1.5 billion. Let me scroll down here and find it. $1.5 billion, which is right here. So if Step.App were to match GMT's market cap, and Step.App or GMT is actually kind of on a downtrend right now. That's a 788% potential upside, or a 7x, which is not too shabby. But I like to err on the side of caution with a lot of this stuff, but I'm still very, very optimistic with the picks that I'm looking at. So I'm looking at a potential of a $1 billion market cap for Step.App, since things really are looking pretty positive for this, as long as they don't fumble too hard with any of the stuff they're putting out. I think the $1 billion market cap is completely attainable. That's an upside of a 5x or 504%, $4 per Step.App token. So again, if you're going to play in terms of the FitFi token, just be a little bit careful. There's a lot of things that can happen with FitFi that might not be favorable, and a lot of favorable things that can happen with the game, in my opinion. So that's price perspective about where this thing can go in the future. I think that $1 billion market cap is definitely in the future for Step.App. Again, big if they don't fumble, if everything launches really, really nicely for this token. So that is everything for today, guys. There's still a lot that I'm doing on the back end of things. If you guys are a member of my Patreon, I've been talking about a few of those things. I've talked about Sphere Finance, which is actually doing pretty well right now, and I might do an update video on that later. Zombie Network, I've been doing airdrops for that. For those of you who are my patrons, I've done lots and lots of giveaways for Zombie. Actually, I've been more giveaways than I've earned from there. But a lot of stuff to be excited about even in these low times for crypto. So definitely look forward to what's coming with Step.App, with what's coming with Sphere Finance, Zombie Network, and a few other things that are on my radar. And if you guys want to get in on this stuff early, definitely consider looking at my Patreon. I did actually talk about Step.App before I made a video about it. So those of you who are patrons got in on this kind of the earliest. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next video, and hopefully this will work out nicely. I'll be around in the Discord and the Telegram for Step.App, kind of watching with you guys to seeing what this thing is going to do in the next hour and 10 minutes. Peace out.